Classic Army's M16A1 was one of the first M16A1s that was introduced to the airsoft world. Boasting a metal body, it was groundbreaking because it had full Armalite trades that were licensed on the side of the magwell, as well as some trades that were next to the selector switch. There's another Armalite logo on the other side of the magwell, but the magic doesn't last for that long. Unlike most other airsoft ARs, the charging handle on this gun does not spring open the dust cover. Instead, you have to pry open the dust cover, which is held by a magnet. You can, however, play with the forward assist. The M16's rear sight is adjustable to flip for long range and short range of shooting, and there's also an elevation setting, but not for windage. If you're a reenactor, it's important to note that this M16 has a rubber butt pad as opposed to the later trapdoor model. My M16 has been fitted with real steel M16A1 handguards, as you can tell by the heat shields that are visible on top. My sling is also an original canvas sling that's surplus from the Vietnam War. The battery of the Classic Army M16A1 goes in the stock and is actually a large type battery. So if you have a mini battery like most people do, you're going to have to find an adapter for it. What's nice though is that Classic Army made the bayonet lug to spec, so if you've got a bayonet lying around, you could definitely fit it to the end of your rifle. With the bayonet fitted, the M16A1 looks pretty intimidating, and frankly speaking, it just looks really cool. The gun comes with the Classic Army 170 round VN high cap, which feeds pretty well actually. And now, well, if you're going to be running a Vietnam impression, you gotta have the M1956 set of web gear, so here goes. On my harness, I have 2 ammo pouches on the left side, a canteen pouch, a butt pouch, another canteen pouch, an M7 bayonet in an M8A1 sheath, which is cool, another ammo pouch, and a first aid pouch. But my harness and belt are both original M56, and they're really nice. The whole setup cost me around $60 to $70. M56 ammo pouches utilize little canvas pull tabs that go through these little metal loops. They only fit 20 round mags, however. You will never be able to fit a 30 round Stanag into an M1956 pouch. What I like about the belts are that the buckles are actually pretty flexible, so if you're bigger or if you're smaller, they still flop around and they fit you well. I wear a medium-sized harness with a belt, and I stand at about 5'9". I think the setup fits me rather well, and I haven't had any complaints for it yet. All in all, for a gun made in the mid-2000s, the Classic Army M16A1 is still pretty good. You gotta remember that at the time that it was introduced, if you wanted a metal M16, this really was your best bet. While GMP might be the go-to now, the Classic Army M16A1 will still do your job fine.